June 15th. We're not in the office still. Last night we were in the Buckhead Theater in Atlanta, Georgia, still in Atlanta, Georgia. So, of course, we're going to talk about Toyota and Tesla and Ticketmaster. All three T's.
Dude,
I wasn't
it's
even
amazing. Dude, we did not purposefully alliterate the show. We promise. Oh, man.
So, I'll talk about a long day.
Buddy.
Yesterday. There's another one shaping up right now.
There is another one shaping up right now. Yesterday was a full long day. We had our entire Asodu team there, the crew for the exterior crew that becomes a part of the Asodu crew was there. I mean, there were people there at 6:45 in the morning setting up, getting rocking. We had a full day of setup and rehearsals and registration setup and the whole, like, it was a full event one day. There it went.
And it was a late night and it was an early morning today. And we made the 30-40 minute trek north from where we were. And now we're sitting at Beaver Toyota with a full crew ready to shoot.
The same crew that was there till 11 o'clock last night.
I know. You know, we were about to leave, and I said to one of our camera crew, Connor, I was like, I'll see you in the morning. He goes, I'm going to be honest, earlier than I want to see you.
That's fair. I'll give it to him. The energy last night that was in the room, we had 200 to 300. I'm not good with counting numbers in a room. People out across the industry, probably 70 to 80% of them were from dealers or dealerships across Atlanta, industry partners. We had some media contacts, Telemundo, Univision. There was some
NBC.
other, NBC was there. It was just really, really cool to see the breadth of type of people that got to see the Moreland Cars show, got to see Live Tonight, experience it together. The energy in the room was unhinged. It was unbelievable. Yeah.
The cool thing about that is if you couldn't have been there, if you weren't there, you can see the live stream today because, of course, we recorded everything and it looks insane. And we're going to be live streaming the whole event last night, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern today. So you can go to the best place to get, you can go to asotux.com and just click watch the live stream, or on LinkedIn, follow our LinkedIn page. It's an event. You can click it. We're streaming to that event. 1 o'clock Eastern. We hope you join because we also we got our little performance hats on, and me, you, and Michael Cirillo.
Yeah, we did
a full on.
We may or may not have been asked to go ahead and record the parody that we did of "Devil Went Down to Georgia" at some point. So we'll see if we sneak that in.
And this crazy fiddle player that they brought on the stage like last minute.
It was unbelievable.
She crushed it.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, let's talk about a little news today. We have a few things. I'll tease. So first, we're gonna let's just close the book on the little Toyota saga we've been telling for the last
full week. Yeah.
And so around 85% of Toyota Motors shareholders voted to re-elect Chairman Akio Toyoda during the annual general meeting, marking his lowest approval rating in 5 years, which was actually 96% last year when he was both chairman of the board and CEO.
Wow.
The reduced approval rating is believed to be mostly coming from not Japanese investors. They seem to think like transparency and governance is all in line. However, some European and U.S. shareholders feel like there needs to be more transparency or greater disclosure of climate change lobbying activities. So it's not about the batteries, this thing.
No, it's about the overall climate change lobbying and whether or not Toyota is committed to that ambition, as are a lot of other, a lot of other manufacturers in the public eye right now. So there's that kind of public perception that they've been balancing, and we've seen what that's done over the last week. But to fall what has historically been just an all-in, all-out approval rating, to fall that 10% is pretty
85% is pretty good.
Yeah, there's
pretty dang good.
Not many people out there with 85% approval ratings.
No, and I think what history is going to tell us about Toyota's just carbon reduction initiatives is they're probably going to do far more with their approach than any other manufacturer.
Probably.
So everyone can talk about it, and that's the voting machine side.
Yep.
Right. It's like kind of popular perception or whatever. But I think Toyota's on track to reduce the carbon footprint and be like, well, we actually reduce carbon a lot more than you did. So,
exactly.
And we just talked about it less, which is typical Toyota.
That is typical.
After
Toyota.
They dropped their battery range estimates 2 days ago, we're like, oh, we don't talk about it, but we're way better than all of yours.
Yes, exactly. Speaking of being on track.
Oh, good one. We don't have a segue button today. We're going to get that loaded up. So
we got to get that loaded up on the road. Yeah.
So Experian data shows that Tesla registrations are booming at 53% year over year increase from January through April. The Model Y has almost 100% increase in new registrations, almost double. The Model 3 up by 28%. The Model X, the really expensive one, only up 15%. And the OG Model S fell 67%. So
pretty
wild. A lot of
there.
that Model Y is the deal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of shift in what people are going off after as far as Teslas. I think we're going to see that inexpensive sedan start to come in and start to raise just because of some of the recent changes in April and May that they've made to that model line. So we'll see what happens there. But total U.S. registrations was a little over 200,000 through April, accounting for, get this, 60.8% share of the U.S. electric vehicle market.
What was that like 2 or 3 years ago?
Oh, it was over 90%. Yeah, like but it's still like with all of the energy, all of the intent,
and the millions more of them being produced.
Exactly. Still to own that level of market.
Still the
share.
One to catch. Yeah. All right, this last story is something that I think is going to be a very clear line.
Yes.
Through
straight to what we should be talking about in automotive. Well, top U.S. ticket sellers, Ticketmaster and SeatGeek, will adopt what they're calling an all-in pricing, displaying ticket costs, including upfront fees. This follows a continued campaign from the White House against concealed junk fees, aiming to simplify purchases, foster fair competition, and enhance transparency in sectors from entertainment to airlines.
Okay, I'm going to read this quote.
Guys.
I'm going to read this quote because, yes, if you think we're talking to you, we are. Here's a quote. You can figure out who it's from. For far too long, fans have lacked important consumer protections that other industries take for granted. All right, SeatGeek chief executive Jack Grotzinger said fans want to understand, fans/customers,
humans
want to understand. That's really what he said. Humans want to understand the full cost of their purchase with no deception or surprises along the way. Can you think of another industry that could maybe
grab a little of that, be like, oh, someone did some research that might be relevant to our pricing model, our transparency, our ability to communicate with customers? Look, we know tickets, especially people and their disdain for Ticketmaster in particular, have always been a tough thing. Ticketmaster is known for just like piling on the fees. You're like, it's a $39 ticket. How was that $89? How did that even happen?
Your checkout fees. What is fees? It's just one line. It's as much as the ticket.
But if you talk to consumers like in auto, that is a concern as well. It's like, oh, what my $3.99 payment? How did that turn into, right? Or what's the out the door price? How did that turn into? And there are a lot of factors that go into that. And displaying all-in pricing as a dealer is much more difficult because of state taxes, local taxes, all of those type of things. But a clear line to making that very easy for a customer to understand, pull down and then get to where they're actually going to be at is just something that everybody understands now.
And everybody wants.
It's
very clear that everyone wants it, whether you're buying tickets or a washer and dryer.
Doesn't matter.
Or a car. People just want to know. Well, look, we're going to shoot an episode of More Than Cars today.
Let's go.
We're going to be out with the people in the dealership with the techs. You're going to change some oil. I'm going to detail a car, I think, today. I don't know. Maybe we'll find some plastic pull-off. But either way, live stream, 1 o'clock Eastern.